Hey guys, Victor here from Master Body Fitness in Rochester Hills. Today's question has to do with one of our dear members, Lynn. She hurt her shoulder pretty bad and it's going to take her out of the game for a little while there, maybe a month or so. And she, as you could imagine, devastated. She was really getting rolling with her workouts and her nutrition, and she was feeling good, and the weather's breaking here in Michigan. It's getting nice out finally after 6 months of winter, and she's just, she's just not in a good space, and that's incredibly common. And I've been there on several occasions with various circumstances in my life, many of them having to do obviously with fitness, and there seems to be a unique correlation that I've observed, and I know for myself, for whatever reason, there's been many occasions where it almost seems like I finally get the gusto to go forth towards a goal or a particular action I'm doing, or I want to do something maybe I've been putting off, and now I'm finally into it and I actually feel motivated and psyched out about it, and then bam, in that case, I've torn a meniscus, little things like that, things that it's like, oh my goodness, what kind of cruel timing is this by the cosmos, or however you want to label it. And that's just an interesting correlation I've noticed. I don't know what meaning you could draw from that, and take that for what you will. Personally, I have found I do look at these situations from a spiritual perspective, in the sense that I really do have a faith that everything does happen for a reason. And I've learned over the course of my own injuries, I've learned to learn from injuries, because there's always been a very profound lesson to be gained. And not only that, when I am able to come back to whatever I was doing that now, temporarily I've been taken out of, I find that I have a renewed and almost a stronger appreciation and gratitude for that. And I'm much less likely to drop off the wagon, so to speak, because I know what it's like to be thrown off the wagon unwillingly, so to speak. So again, I can't obviously know if it's empirically true that there's some divine order that is throwing these injuries into my life for learning experiences that are going to help shape my character and personality and whatnot. I don't know, but it does help me, and perhaps it'll help you. Even if I'm wrong, again, I've gotten a lot of positivity out of that perspective. And I just thought I would share that with you, because I know it can really take you to negative and dark places in your psyche and in your soul and in your mind when you're forced to be inactive like that. Our bodies are meant to move. They are meant to be tested and stressed. We evolved from people who were hunters and gatherers and constantly on the move and always moving, and now all of a sudden our society just finds ourselves sitting here with nothing to do, really. Well, plenty to do, obviously, but it's not very physical, our day-to-day life. And when you want to be physical and you can't, it's a very depressing feeling. Because anyone who is a fit person knows that the workouts tend to motivate and fuel the nutrition, and they kind of it's in this like symbiotic type of relationship. It's hard to be inspired to eat healthy when you're feeling fatigued and sluggish and a mess because you can't work out. You feel like stuck there, and that tends to breed the impulses to not only not eat healthy, but to eat incredibly unhealthy, as just a desperate attempt to get some kind of, though fleeting, but some kind of sense of relief, some kind of sense of escape or gratification from chocolate or whatever it may be. But the purpose of this video, beyond this little spiel, is I'm going to show you, Lynn, some exercises you can do with the other half of your body. Now, there's a couple reasons I'm going to show you this. One of them is you're a woman. Women can, I would say, I know women want like a nice booty and a nice legs and all that. Women cannot do enough squats, meaning you could always, if you got those legs, man, you should be squatting. And I'm going to put together a little routine here for you that you can do on your own that won't be as productive as a one-on-one session with one of our trainers at Master Your Body. However, it will produce those positive feelings that will lead you to make healthy choices, and I think help elevate you into a more positive perspective that you can ride this out with much more smoothly, rather than digging yourself into this hole that you're going to have to inevitably climb out of anyway when your arm does heal, and it will. So I'm going to tilt the camera here. I'm just going to show you a few exercises, and then I'm going to put together a little routine at the bottom in the comments, above the comments section, where you can do this on your own. Again, for the main purpose of just feeling good, getting your body moving. And not only will it help with all those other things that I mentioned, but it's also going to help you recover, because sending fresh oxygenated blood through your body accelerates healing. Ask any athlete. There's all sorts of, there's a whole science to this thing. And it does work. I've experienced it. I've experienced it with many clients. And I really trust if you apply yourself to this, and it's not going to be ultra challenging, it's just going to, again, make you feel good. But if you apply yourself to this, you're going to, I think, be a much happier and in a much better state and much less likely to, say, gain 5 or 10 pounds during this next month from, you know, walking around in that lowly state. So let me just adjust here. So Lynn, I know you know the squats, but so remember to keep your weight on your heels. This is for other people as well, which is why I'm showing the squat. Weight are on the heels. 99% of the people I know, I can't show you this, I don't think you can see my feet, but you want your feet angled outward a little bit. This will kind of release the tension on your hips. It'll allow you to stay nice and upright and get nice and deep into that squat. I like to put my fingertips on my shoulders, point my elbows forward, trying to keep them level and parallel to the ground. You might be tempted to lean forward, avoid that. Try to stay real upright. Think of having your chest up, be real confident, and then a nice deep squat. Okay, so there's some squats. And for you, Lynn, the shoulder thing, you do whatever you need to do with your arm, even if it looks kind of like, you know, I don't care what it looks like, just, you know how to squat, girl, you just squat away. Lunges, so you're standing nice and upright. You want to step forward enough to when you lunge and go down, there are right angles in both legs, okay? When you come back to the start, lunge, like that. So if we decide to go backwards, it's called a reverse lunge. Same principle, you step back. Okay? So we have those two exercises. Those are going to make up the meat and potatoes of your workout. I'm going to also include perhaps just some walking. Not even a brisk walk, but I'm going to suggest that you just get outside in nature. I know for myself, recently, maybe a week or two ago, is when the weather first broke here, me and my family took the kids and the dogs for a nice 5-minute walk. It was not very long. It was not even that nice out, but coming from, you know, February, it seemed like the Bahamas. And I don't know what it is, and I suspect many Michiganders experience as well, but just getting outside, I don't know if it's the fresh air or the movement in conjunction with the fresh air, but just this little walk. And again, we're taking a 5-year-old, so we're not looking for a workout. And we just felt amazing, man. I slept better, that the kids were cool and calmed down, and just there's something about the primal activity of a walk. And again, don't label it as, well, if I can't walk fast or I can't jog, then it's pointless. It's not pointless. You just take care of that shoulder. Of course, if you feel any pain during anything, you stop. But I'm hoping that what I write you will be something that you can do that won't cause any pain. If anything, it might make you feel better. And I wish you the best in getting to the bottom of your shoulder situation. We miss you. We love you. God bless.